A group of students from Rock Ridge High School recently returned home from a class trip to Japan. Northern News Now's Michaela Wrench spoke with them today and how their eyes were open to a completely different culture.
Until a couple weeks ago, Ethan Pond had never been to a city bigger than Minneapolis, but because of a world history class, he was able to experience the trip of a lifetime, spending a week in Japan.
Just for how many people that are there, it's surprisingly just like clean, and everybody is just super respectful to everybody else. So that was a big surprise for me. It was coming from America.
Every other year, dating back to 2013, Rock Ridge World History teacher Steph Lutzka has taken her students on a trip overseas to get firsthand learning experiences and new perspectives on different cultures. She says the students decide the destination 2 years before going. This allows them enough time to save up money. This year, 25 students went, along with 4 chaperones.
We walked the first night to go get food, and it was like silent. There was like hundreds of people everywhere, but it was like dead silent, and like it just felt weird even talking.
Ethan Pond and Lynette Pearson spoke highly of the food and historic sites. Pearson says the Hiroshima Peace Park was an eye-opening experience.
And they had a lot of real photos, like it was graphic, and they had a lot of things that were destroyed, or things like just like pictures of people, like in the aftermath of all of it.
In addition to the students, it was also quite the experience for accompanying adults.
Just totally be immersed in Japan's culture was amazing, and just an experience that I'll never forget. It's like definitely a trip of a lifetime.
My number one goal, all my teaching, directives and essential questions and goals aside, is perspective, to try to have some perspective outside of your own.
In Virginia, Michaela Wrench, Northern News Now.
Yeah, I didn't have a trip like that in high school. Now, the group was in Japan from June 21st through July 1st. The next group of students to embark on a trip for Mrs. Lutzka's World History class plan to go to Peru.